Today is December the 3rd. I've been up since about 2 o'clock this morning. It's around 5. Contemplating the Great Purge. Yeah. If you're actually considering downsizing like I am, I mean, this is like teetering between extremes because I don't want it from the extreme end of having things. I have a tendency to hold on to things way too long. I recently gave away my Sega Genesis. I'm about to give away my Game Gear that has the cartridge that turns it into the television and the carrying case and games and the booklets, and got rid of my massage chairs and just pretty much everything, you know. But then it got real because yesterday I was talking to one of my neighbors who, her family has been into quilting for years. It's like a generation passed on to passed on and passed on, and she's a quilter. And I have the first quilt that my grandmother ever made. Yeah, that's a keeper. But I also have the last one that she made, which was very elaborate, and she was working on it. And I want to finish that quilt. And so I was getting a few tips, and so I was out there in the Casita, and I took it out there, and I was like, well, where am I going to put this? This thing got real, y'all. I mean, when you actually get down to where you just don't have room for things, and you have to make some choice decisions. Okay, I won't get the underwire bra because that takes up more room. Let me get the soft one because I can fold it and jam it into a place. Oh, seriously. You know, shoes, every color shoes. That I have outfits built around shoes. I just let it go. It's really, really getting to where, you know, you just have to just toss it. Just let it go. And if you're not going to clean it up or give it to somebody and make it presentable, you need to toss it. But so, somebody can use this. Yeah, not really. Even though I'm going through, I have more clothes of my grandmother's than I think of my own that I had worn. I had a whole bunch of clothes that still had tag on, but I had a whole lot of my grandma clothes. And grandma been gone 11 years now, so yeah, I don't think she'll have a need for those. So yeah, on June 27th, the vacation begins. I hadn't done a blog in a while. Got the Casita, got rid of my truck and my car, and got one truck. F-150 5.0 V8. That'll pull it over the river and through the woods and uphill. You know, people will tell you, here's a little hint and clue. People will tell you that your vehicle is qualified to pull something or tow something. Oh, that's good for a tow vehicle. And then you go up a hill. Okay? Oh, yeah. You go up a hill and you discover some things. Because I went to Utah and got this thing in my Mazda. And I was like going uphill going, I think I can. Yeah. And it was very uncomfortable. I was in so much pain when I got back. Of course, I fell off a ladder before I left, but that's a whole long other story. I'm not getting on the step stool after that. I'm just, no. But it's winding down, 27 days to go, and the journey begins. And more people were in disbelief and still are that I'm actually going to do this. I'm like, if you had an opportunity to be on vacation for the rest of your life, would you go there? I mean, if the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results, then most people live a crazy life. And don't get it twisted. It's traveling every day. Well, not every day, but, you know, vacationing and staying on that status might be a wider loop, you know. You still going through the motions of doing the same thing, going from place to place, seeing the sights. But it's a little bit more variety in that than just, staying here and doing the same thing every day. My life changed drastically when I stopped writing and pursuing my dreams. And that, I need to, dig in and do something. So I'm finna do that. I got a Casita, and I will show it eventually. I've discovered that in the latest update on the iPad, which is what I use, and I don't use a camera. I might get one eventually. On the iPad, the little switch where you can switch the camera around, and like you can see the back part, I can show you what I'm looking at. Oh no, they took that off. You have to get an app for that now. Oh, I'm so angry about that. Really? You can't do it while you're filming. I'd have to physically turn this around, and I'm not doing it because this is a hot mess right now. This is a hot mess. I clean in a very odd way. I take everything out. Right now, everything is out the cabinets except for some plates and glasses. All the drawers are emptied out, all the closets. And that might be a little backwards to people, but I need to see it all, know what I'm dealing with, and where it's going. And so it's been kind of chaotic because one day you might come over here and it's just lovely. You don't have far to go. And then Alicia pulls something out. It looked like we worse than square one. But here's the update. 27 days and counting, making some major decisions about what I'm going to keep and throw away, and it will be very little. I'm trying to tell you it's going to be very little because storage after having tools and cleaning supplies and hygiene items and, the things you deem necessary. After that, there's very little, that's not too much room for much else beyond that. This is going to be challenging for me because I have always bought in bulk. So now, no, none of that. I probably have 30 bars of soda and about 4 or 5 liquid ain't open. I can't do that no more. This is not going to be room. I'm going to have to make some adjustments. But I will check back in and keep those that are interested hosted. It's a little maddening, but I'm still chipping toward that goal. Thanks for listening. It's been Alicia.